Hello everyone, welcome to the session 7 of SQL. First, I would request everyone to please like, share and subscribe the videos. The increase in the number of views and subscribers motivates me to prepare better videos and more videos for you. Okay, so let's start with the today's topics. Today we will cover these topics. What is dual table in SQL? What are the conversion functions? These are the conversion functions we will see used in SQL. Okay, and one interval data type. These are the functions and data type or table we haven't covered it yet because this needs a separate session because they are a bit complicated um, compared to the basic commands. Okay, and these are very widely used in real scenarios. Okay, so let's start with what is dual table in SQL. Let me explain you what is dual table first. Okay, dual table is a default table in Oracle database. Okay, it is a default table in Oracle database which has only one row and one column. Okay, and what it is mainly used for? It is mainly used for performing tests, calculations and returning single row results. It will return single row results only because it has only one row and one column. It cannot return you multiple row results. Okay, or it cannot return you multiple records. Okay, so let's see and demo dual table in SQL. Okay, let me try to query this because this is the default table in SQL. We do not need to create it separately. Okay, so let's start from dual. Let's see what it shows. See, by default, it has X stored in it. And what is the column? It is dummy. So it's a dummy table which you can use in any of the required applications wherein you need to return something from this default table or a dummy table. Okay, I will show you one more thing. Select C state from dual. So what dual does is whatever you feed it to dual table, whatever you feed it to him, it will return that only. You are saying I want C state from dual and it has like one row only, right? One row and one column. So C state is one record only, right? So see, now if you query this, it will return you system date. Sys date is a key which will return you system date, not our system, like not our personal system date. See, my personal system format is MMDDYYYY. See, my personal computer format is this MMDDYYYY, right? But the Oracle default date format is this. Oracle default date format is default date format is this. This is DD, MON means month, and this is YYYY. See, by default, internally it stores it this way only, but it is showing you this like only 23YY, but internally it will store it this way only. Okay, so why I am writing this here, because one of the viewers had asked to share the material as well. So what I will do, I will prepare this kind of materials and I will share with you. Okay, let me write this separately here. Okay, so that I will share you this in the description because I don't know how to attach PPTs to YouTube videos. Okay, so I will attach this to the description. You can take it from there. Okay. Okay, so Oracle default format we have seen. This is the default format of Oracle DD, MON and YYYY. Okay. Now let's do one more thing. Let's see what else it can do, dual table. Okay. So I will do select 1 plus 2 from dual. Let's see what happens. Okay. See what it does. It is returning 1 plus 2, 3. Right. So what we saw here is it is used to performing tests and calculations also, right? Now see, Now I will give you an alias name. See, alias name is something that you can temporarily give to a column name. Temporary name for columns. Okay, alias name. So I will write this also here just for your notes. Okay, and let's give this. How do you give the alias name? See, I want to select 1 plus 2. I don't want 1 plus 2 as a column name. See, it is showing as 1 plus 2 as a column name and 3 sum. So it is sum. No, I want you to give column name as sum. So I will give temporary name as sum from dual. Say, right? Sum. It is giving column name as sum now. Right? Similarly, if you put here current date, current underscore date, it will return you. Let's take it as date DTE. Let's make it as DTE. Okay. See, it is returning you current date, but in Oracle default format. See, and the column name is DTE because we have given alias name to it. This is called alias name. If you do not give this, what it will say this? See, current date. That this is also okay. So it depends on you what you want it to display as a column name. Okay, that is what alias names are for. See, alias names are used when the columns names are very big and you want a very short name, and then you can give it as alias name over there for the table, for a column. Okay, so this is how dual table works. Now I want to show you timestamp also here. This timestamp function. See, timestamp means along with date, it will give you time also. So let's see. Now it is returning you only date, right? Now, if you write this function here, to timestamp and open bracket and close bracket, right? It is a function, and you apply these functions to columns, okay, not to the entire query. So I'm trying to convert this current date into timestamp. Now see what is the output. See, now it is giving you the default timestamp also here, whatever the timestamp is, right? Previously you were getting only date, but now you are getting time also, correct? So this is how timestamp is useful. If you want timestamp also, then it is, you have to use two timestamp function. Okay. Now let me try this here also. See, if you give it here also, timestamp, sys date and current date are returning you the same thing, so it will give you that only, right? Timestamp is that. Okay. Now we have understood what dual table is. We have seen what two-stamp function does, and we have seen what is the default format of Oracle database. It is DD MONYY. It is showing you YY only, but internally it stores it this way. Okay, this is the default format of Oracle database, date format. Okay, now we will create this table. Let me see if this is already created. I will drop this. Okay, table or view does not exist, means it is not created. Okay, now I will create this table with this columns. I am giving employee ID, number, and then primary key, salary number, and employee name, date of birth. I am giving not date, I am giving it as varchar because I want to show you maximum possibilities how we can deal with date functions. Okay, date also data type we haven't seen yet because these are a bit complicated and there are a lot of things we can do this with this. Okay, that's why I wanted to show it to you separately. Now let's create this table. Table is created, table emp created. Okay, now I will insert the values into it. Okay, I will insert the values into this table. Okay, what I will do is we have seen the dual table. So I will create one more, right click this and open SQL worksheet. Okay, and I will paste it here. Okay, and then I will return to our page again here. Okay, now I will try to insert the records. Insert into EMP, EMP ID, comma, EMP name, comma, TOB, comma, hire date. Okay, hire date, comma, salary. Okay, now values. I will write it here. Values. This looks good. Okay, that's why I'm writing it this way. Employee ID 1. Employee name, I will write it as RJ. Okay, and date of birth. See, date of birth here is varchar, so it doesn't matter like what is the format you give. It will take it as a string only, right? So I will enter here it is 7/9/1996. Okay, this because it's a date. Okay, it is a date. Now date of birth is varchar and higher date is date. If you now I will enter it in the same way. Higher date it will be 12/8/2022. Okay, it's a normal date I am trying to insert. Now salary I will make it as 10,000. Okay, now I will try to insert this record, but it will throw error. See what it is saying. It is saying that it is not a valid month. Right? It is saying that it is not a valid month because this Oracle database accepts date only in its default format. We have seen what the default format is. This is the default format. So you cannot give it this way. 08 you cannot give. You have to give 8 means August, AUG. This is a string. I don't think this will matter over here because you have given varchar here, no? So it doesn't really matter because Oracle knows that this is a string. It's not a date, but date I want it in this format only, right? So you have to give it, and I've told you already. See, if this is the default format, it will not accept this, but I have told already it is accept, it stores internally in YY format, correct? Now it should accept this record. One row is inserted. Now let's see how it looks. Select star from EMP. See, employee ID 1, employee name RJ, date of birth it has taken because it is not taking it as a date, it is taking as a string. We have given it varchar over here, right? So anything you give, it will accept it as a string until and unless you are giving it into single inverted commas. But date, whatever date data type is, it will accept it into only its default format. But how we will insert the date into different formats, I will show you. If someone wants to do not know what the default format of Oracle database is, default date format of Oracle database, then how he is going to insert date into it, right? Or if someone wants to enter it into a different way, how he is going to do it, correct? So what I will do, I will copy this insert statement, I will paste it here, and I will write it here too because we have given primary key. It will not accept duplicate values, right, for employee ID. Now I will write here DJ. Okay, this I will change it to 13 and I will make it as 10 and I will make it as 1998. Okay, doesn't matter, you can give anything here. October, no, it will accept anything because it is a varchar. Okay, now here what you have to do is I will erase this. Okay, I will show you. Now here we can use toDate function. I will show you how. See, toDate, and inside this I will write higher date, right? So I will write higher date as 15/8/2022. So I'm not writing its default format. I'm writing 08. This is why toDate function is used. We are using toDate function. But for toDate function, you have to tell what this format is. You have to tell toDate function what this format is. Means it is DDMMYYYY format. So you have to tell that toDate function, and you have to write this also into single inverted commas. Okay, remember this is very important. Whenever you are using toDate function and entering date other than or default database format, you have to tell that toDate function that this is my format. This is DD, this is MM, this is YY, because you can have here MM also, right? And you can have here DD also. This format is also there. But you are specifically, you have to tell them, no, this is DD, this is MM, and this is YY. This is 15th of August 2022. Now we will enter salary. We will make it as 20,000. See what happens. We are not entering the default format. Still it will accept because we are converting the dates. Okay. What it is saying, missing comma, because I have missed one parenthesis over here. See this blue highlights you can see, right? It is for first bracket and this is for function, toDate function. Mostly everyone does this mistake. Okay. Not enough values means we are missing something here. Okay, this was this one. This is not this, right? It is a higher date, right? This is higher date and this is salary and this is DOB. See, you have to understand what mistakes you are doing. Okay, whenever it says like not enough values means I understood that I am entering less number of records into it. More columns are there, but I'm trying to insert less records. Okay, now it should take, right? See, one row inserted. How come it inserted? Because we converted this date. We are using toDate function and we are trying to insert format other than the default format of Oracle database. Now see what happens. It is DJ, okay, second DJ. See what happened? This is a higher date, right? Higher date. But still it stored the date into its default format only. So remember one thing, whenever you, even though you convert the date formats using toDate function and insert the records into Oracle database, it will store the date into its default format only. Don't worry about this DOB. DOB doesn't matter because it is a varchar, it's a string, it's not a date data type. Right? It is a varchar, but it is a date data type. And Oracle database will store data into only this format. DD, MOM, YY. Okay. So we have understood how toDate functions can be useful as well, or can be used. If someone is comfortable like inserting records into this format, but it has to tell that this is my format. But even though if I do this here, I will just change this to 3 and make it as PJ. Okay, let's keep this as SCP here. And what I will do is, I will write here MM. But month cannot be 15, right? So I will make here it as first. So what it should do, it is MM, right? So MM means January. This is first, means January. DD means 8. 8 of Jan, you are saying 8 of Jan 2022. Here you are saying DD. DD means 15 day. MM means this will be month. 8 month means August. But here you are changing the format. You are telling no, this is my month. Okay, I will make salary as 30,000. Let's see how it stores now, whether it stores it correctly or not. One row is inserted. Now let's run this query. Select start from EMP. Okay. See, internally it converted the date into its own default format and incorrect date format. It understood that this is month January, this is day 8, and this is the year. Because you are telling using toDate function that this is my format, and it will convert internally into this way, 8 of Jan 2020. Understood? Now let's see how toChar function is used. Okay, so I will select EMP ID, EMP name, and DOB is not required. I will select higher date, but higher date data type is date, right? So what I will do, I will convert this date into a string using toChar, the string of the specific format. Okay, toChar, I will convert higher date. So you have to write higher date here, and you have to tell them which format you want. I want only year, and close this bracket. Okay, so this is one column. This is higher date. It will convert higher date into a YYYY format only, and I will give alias name here year, and from EMP you have to write table EMP, right? Now if you run this, see, it will give you error only, year only, 2022 and column name is changed to year. If you do not give this, it will give weird column name. See, toChar high date YY. This doesn't look good. That's why alias names are used. And whenever we fetch the report using select statement, and you will extract this, not as alias, I will mention here it as year. Whenever you will extract report using select statement and you will give column name as year using alias, it will extract year only as column name, right? So it looks good. Okay, that's why alias names are used to give the names to the complicated columns. Okay, now I will show you another format. I want month also here, so we will write here year month. So you can write year also, but since we are displaying year and month, we are telling that I want year month here, column name, year month. So you are not getting 2202 2022 okay, month also. You can get date also here if you put this, and you can change the format also here. You can put slash here, and you can get. See, you are changing it to a string, right? Date, you are changing it to a string, so you can write anything. Anything is fine. You can write here this also in this format. I want MON or entire month. Then also it will give. See, 2022 month and then date, right? Or if you write MON here, it will give you MON. See, AUG, 12th of August 2022. So this is how there are multiple possibilities in which you can convert date to a string. Multiple possibilities, you can try and practice that. Okay, so this is how toChar function is used. Okay, now we have converted date, but let's see how numbers are converted to a character. Okay, now I will write select. Okay, toChar function. I will use dual table here. Okay, I will use dual table 1 2 3 4 5 comma, and here also you need to define the format, in which format you want. And for number we have like this kind of formats. So if you say like, let's put it here 1 2 3 4 only, and here you are saying 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? And you are saying from dual, you know, it returns one record only. So what it will do, see, it added 00 in the prefix because you have entered extra zeros over here, right? If you write here dot 00, see what it will do. See, dot 00. So this is how toChar function is useful. Okay, now if you write, let me write this separately so that I will share you in the description. Now you can make this as a note. Okay, now I will write here comma, right? toChar, to underscore char. I will write here 2 3 4 5 comma, and I will write 1 2 3 and dot 00. I will write dot 00 after 3 only. Now let's see what it does. Okay, now I will convert this. It didn't understood, no? Because you are having this 4 and you're not telling it properly, the format. If you write here one more 0, then you are telling it correctly, right? Because the number here is 4 digits and you were telling here 3 digits only. That's why it was not able to convert into string. But now you are telling it correctly. Okay. Now, if you write here again, to char, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you tell it to convert it into this format. Okay, $9, 999, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, ours is 1, 2, 3. I will remove this. I want 3, 4 only. And then after this dot 0, 0. Okay, and then close this bracket. Okay, now let's see what it does. It is showing dollar also to you, right? Because you are telling that convert this number into a string, and string can have dollar also in, right? That's why it included dollar also, and it will include comma also if you increase this number. If you write here 1 also, 1 more 1. See, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is understanding this format. It is giving you this output. This output, right? Now, if you increase one more 1, what it will do? It will give you this. 11, 1, 2, 3, 4 means you are getting this output. Okay. Now, if you increase one more 1, it will give you the last output here. This one. This entire output, 111. Okay. And one more 1, and you will get the entire output over here. See. 1, 111, and then 4 digits after comma again. Right? So this is how toChar function can be used with numbers to convert numbers into a string. See, this column names doesn't look good, right, here. So you can use alias name here also, sal1, sal1. It's not compulsory to write the as over that, as alias name. You can write directly also. See, if you run this now, it will give you salary1, salary2, salary3. Okay, so this looks good. That's why alias names are useful. Okay, now I will show you how to convert a string into a number using toNumber function. We have toNumber function also right here, toNumber function. So I will demo this also now. Okay, now let's try to insert records into a table. Insert into emp. I will copy these column names and I will show you again. Okay, copy these column names and let's copy it here. Okay, and I will write here values. I will write here 4, comma, in inverted comma gh, employee name, and here dob, it is a varchar, right? This is a varchar, so we can give anything here. 12 SEP 1992, right? And then here we have hire date. Hire date is a date, so we have to give. Let's convert this. No, we will be practicing this again then. To date, I will mention here 12/09/2022. Okay, I will write it this in single inverted commas. Then I will tell him that this is my MM. This is my MM, and this is my DD, and this is my year. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close this bracket. Hire date is done. Now, comma, we will have salary. Okay. Now, salary also, but salary here it is already number, right? So what I will do is I will try to enter here a string, but I will convert that into, okay, let's try to enter this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.00. Okay, let's try to enter this. Will this accept it? No, right? Because whenever you add something like special character, dot is fine. But whenever you add special character, it becomes a string. See, it is giving red line also here. Now if you try to enter this, it will say, check the Oracle identifier naming convention. Okay, double quotation not required. So you are trying to enter a string into a number data type. Which it will not allow. See, what happens sometimes is whenever you receive input from the other side, inputs, they can give you the inputs this way also. So you have to convert that string into a number and then insert into the table. So now what I will do, I know I'm getting this kind of salary or this kind of format from the other side. Okay, so I will write this here. What I will do, I will convert this into two numbers. I will write two number function and I will do this. Okay, single inverted commas represent string. Now I'm telling that convert this string which I'm trying to insert into this table into a number format. What kind of format I'm trying to do? It will be, and your format should match this. Okay, it should not mismatch this one. So it should be 129, 999. You can write this, but you want 4 digits also. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 5. I will make one less or one more here, not a problem. Dot 0 0. Okay, so what I am missing here, see, still here you are getting a red line here. What I'm missing, this is done like this function. You can see yellow highlights, but who will close this bracket? See, it is showing red, means you have not closed this bracket. So I will close this bracket here, right? Now you can see this in blue, and you can see this in blue also, and this is also correctly closed. See, this is higher date we are converting using to date, and this you are converting string into a date, to string into a number. Now if you try to enter this, one row is inserted. See, sometimes you get date numbers into this string format. You have to convert it into number and then insert into the tables. Okay, I will show you now how our table looks. Select star from EMP. See, it will take 1 2 3 4 5 only. It neglected that dollar, right? So this is how we should convert. That's why these are called conversion functions in SQL. Well, we will do one more insert statement to understand two number more. Now you can have in this format also 12 comma, right? 12 comma also. Now what it will do, see, this will work for this also. It is saying unique constraint violated, that is fine. We will do this as 5. And here we will do like fh, no problem. And then we will insert this record. See, one row is inserted because this format, we are telling we want the numbers into this format, and our format our number satisfies this condition. See, last one, right? We can have like 4 digits in the end, 3 digits after comma, and 1 digit here after dollar. Even if you do not enter dollar here, it will throw error. See, invalid number, no, because it is not understanding your format here. So you have to give whatever format you are trying to, you are getting the inputs, or you are trying to insert the data. So you are telling this is the format. You have to match this with this format, and then only it will convert your string number into a number format. Understood? Okay, now are this inserted? We had already inserted this. Okay, now let's see how it looks. See, 1 2 3 4 5. It is neglecting comma also here, because we are telling like you cannot have comma in the number, right? It is a string. Understood? Okay, practice this also, two number. It is not mostly used, two number, but it is better to understand. You never know what kind of scenario might you face in future. So it is always good to have understanding of this also. Okay, where there are two numbers went. Okay, dollar. Okay, two numbers, two date. We have seen two char also now. Now we will see, we have seen two timestamp also. Now I will show you one more along with interval. I want to show you timestamp also. Timestamp data type. Okay, we have covered this. Now I will show you interval and timestamp data type. Okay, let's add one more column into this table. But this table is already created, right? I'm not going to drop this and recreate. We have data also, no? Here we have data also in this. So what you will do? We can use alter statement. We have learned into the SQL commands session, right? Alter statement. How to add columns to the existing table. So I will use alter table emp add column. Okay. You don't have to use key over here, I think, while adding. No, while adding you have to use, but while dropping you don't have to use. Add column. What is the column name? I will add what data types we are going to see, interval and timestamp, no? Then I will write here it as last updated date. Okay, last updated date, and I will mention here it as timestamp as data type. Okay, here alter table emp add column last updated data type and data type. We add this. We don't have to use column keyword here. That's why it was giving red. See, it was giving red line here. But when you remove this, it will just add column name and then data type. While dropping, you have to add that column keyword. Okay. Now I will add this. Table emp altered. Now if you run this query, select start from emp. See, it is having last updated date column also now, but all are null. All are null because we have just added it and we have not inserted any data into it. Correct? Now we will add one more column. But before that, let me show you how you can see describe EMP, how you can see the definition of a table. See, this is the definition of a table. By default, it took 6 bytes. Okay. Now we are having EMP name, DOB, height, date, salary, and last time we are not having this one more column we are going to add. So that's why I'm showing you this. Now I will run one more alter statement. Alter table EMP add work hours. And I want its data type to be, this is how you define this. Data type is day to second. This is how you have to write. For interval, you have to define day to second. Okay. And you can have one more, like I will add this table EMP altered, right? And I will add one more column. Alter table EMP add experience. And I will add interval here, year to month. How many years and how many months of experience. This is how you define interval data type. Okay, I will run this now. And interval data type in SQL have these two formats only, year to month and day to seconds. Day to second. Okay, now let's run this describe again. Describe again. See, you are having work hours. You are having work hours, right? Interval day to seconds and experience interval year to month, right? Now let's insert data into these columns, new data type columns. Okay, I will insert data into I will select only these columns. Insert into EMP. I will select a last updated date. See here, you can see it will come. If you double click, it will come. Then work hours. It will come here again. Work underscore hours. Okay, comma experience. Okay, and I will enter values into it. Now last updated data type is timestamp. So we have to give date also and we have to give timestamp also. See, now I will give you one date. What is the last updated date? Like when was the last updated date? We can mention anything. I will mention here it as 17 or I will mention it as 16, but you have to give that format only, okay? Oracle default format here, 2023. And time also. You don't have to give after this, okay? You have to give inside this only because it is a timestamp, okay? And by default, the format is this 12 hours format, okay? So I'll mention here 12:30 a.m. or p.m. I will mention here p.m. afternoon. And then I will insert work hours. Work hours, it is saying interval day 2 seconds. Means how many days and how many seconds? I will tell them that it is like 0 days, space, 0 days, and I will tell them it is 8 hours, 30 minutes. Okay, see this is in green. 8 hours, 30 minutes. Then I will give experience. 0 days and 8 hours, 30 minutes is the work hours. And what is the experience you can give? Experience is 4 years, 5 months. See, we have mentioned here year to month, no? So 4 years and 5 months. This is how you insert values. And then if you close and enter, and and I will use where condition also. Where emp_id equal to 1. It is not taking this. Okay. Let's insert this, but it will go everywhere. Okay, update is used along with where condition. So we will insert this for now. Okay. Cannot insert null into hremp id. So we have to enter emp id also here. Because it is a primary key, it will not allow you to insert null into it. So I will write 10 here. Okay. And I will insert this. One row is inserted. Now let's see what our table shows. See, we didn't selected this column, no? That's why it is showing null, okay? And you will understand this, we practice it separately. See, now last updated, it is showing properly date along with timestamp, and it is showing work hours also. 0 days, 8 hours, 30 minutes. And see, plus 4 years, 5 months experience. Okay. I will show you one more way of inserting records into this interval data type. Okay, I will just copy this again, copy and paste. Okay, and I will remove this again, this one. I'll keep everything as it is. Okay, now we have like this timestamp. I will show you timestamp also. One more way. Let's insert it freshly. Values, and we will have 20 as our employee ID. And I will write two stamp. You can convert it into 24 hours format also. Two timestamp. That's why it is a conversion function. Okay. Timestamp, and you can enter your date. You can mention here it is September 2022. And you can tell them it is 15 hours 15 hours 30 minutes 00 last updated time. Okay. And then here you have to specify that this format is ddmon YYY, because while using these convergence functions, you have to specify what those formats are. Okay, and then here only inside this, not after this. Okay, inside this only, you have to tell them it is HS 24 hours format. This is minutes, MI, and this is seconds. Okay, this is how you have to do. And comma, close this bracket. Okay, because this is a function we are closing. Okay, now I will show you another way of inserting data into interval data type. Okay, now we can write it this way also. Interval, I will mention as at 0 day plus interval, okay, 9 hours 30 minutes 00. This is R2 second. I will close this and No, I will not. I will close this, comma. Okay, comma, because we need another also. We want experience also. So experience you have to enter it this way also, in single inverted comma. 5 years, 6 months. Okay, then close this bracket and then run this query. Or let's keep it here only. Okay, you will understand better. Okay, now let's see if it runs. See, one row is inserted. What we did, we entered employee ID. Okay, now last updated date is, I will show you this also. Last updated is timestamp. So what we did is we inserted date of our own type. Okay, September, or you using timestamp. No, you can insert whatever you want, and you can give here what you can give your also by entering 09 over here. Okay, but for now let's keep it this. We using two timestamp, we converted the 12 hours format into 24 hours format. See, 15 is 24 hours format, right? And we told them that this is a 24 hours format, this is HH 24 minutes, and this is seconds. And we saw another way of inserting data into interval data type. Interval 0 day plus interval 9 hours, 30 minutes, 00 second, hours to second. And the record got inserted. Now, if we run that select query, where is that select query? It is here, select star from EMP. See, it converted by default into its own format, into 12-hour format. See, 3:30 p.m. It gave it PM also. It understood that 15 means PM. Okay, so we saw this while doing to date function also, while when we demo the to date functions, right? And here it is experience 5 years, 5 years, 6 months. Okay. Now this was about timestamp and interval data type. Okay, and we saw this also, right? One more we saw interval timestamp also, and two timestamp also we saw while inserting this record. Okay, things will go complicated, and these are the very important data types and functions. That's why I took it separately. Okay, so I believe you will practice this, and I will share all these notes, everything, this also in the description. Okay, because somebody had asked me, one of my viewer, I don't remember the name. I will paste everything this in here. Okay, I'll write this here, paste it, and I will put it in the description, so that even if you do some mistakes, you will run this query and you will understand what's happening wrong with my query. Okay, and I will share you this also. I want to show you this also query. Let me show you this query also. Last time we saw, right, how we can see that constraints. Now let's see. Select constraint name from user underscore constraints, where table name equal to, what is our table name? EMP. We saw this, right, while when we learned constraints. It is not yes, it is constraint. CRAINT, user underscore constraints. Okay, see, you can see user. It is the inbuilt table in Oracle database. Okay, now it will load and show you. See, it has given default name, because we didn't specify any name here, no, while giving primary key. We have seen everything in constraint session. Okay, constraints in SQL, how to give name, how to drop constraint, how to add constraints, and what are the different constraints. Okay, now I want to show you how you can see the data type of a column. You can see using this, no problem. You can see using this also. But what if you have 1,000 columns over here, right? So if you have 1,000 columns, this is the query I have taken. Select column name, data type. This is also one of the inbuilt tables. Okay, these are very important queries. When you will troubleshoot your SQL queries or bigger queries, no, then you will need this. Now you have to enter here your table name here. Our table name is EMP. And what is the column name? EMP ID. You will see what is the data type of this column. See, EMP ID. What is the data type? Number. So if you have 1000 columns, this query will be useful to you to see what column does it contains. Now we have experience also. Now you right experience it. See interval year to month, right? So you can give it this way. And you can select multiple also. We have seen logical operators, no? In that we have seen how to select multiple columns over there. I will show you work underscore hours, right? And let's run this. We have to put this in single inverted commas. Okay. And then let's run this. It is showing you this only because let me see what is the column name. This was work underscore HRS. No, we have given the incorrect column name. It is HRS. HRS. Now it will show you 2. See, interval year to month, interval day to second. Understood? See, note these queries also. These are very important to troubleshoot or to check what kind of data you have in your table or what is the data type, what are the constraint names. Okay. So today we have covered what is dual table in SQL, what are the conversion functions. This all conversion functions we covered, and we saw interval and timestamp data type also. Okay. So I believe you have understood everything. And if you do not understood, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay. So see you in the next session. We will end this for today. Okay. Thank you.